Glentoran took on Crusaders from the South Belfast League in the quarter-finals of the NIBFA Cup at the Dub on Saturday. Glentoran in green, red and black, the Crews in all white. Brendan Hamilton was first to test Ryan Macaulay in the Crusaders' goal. This 10th minute free kick provided a shooting opportunity, the ball clipping the wall, and Macaulay stayed alert to push the shot behind for a corner. Glentoran's opener arrived just 2 minutes later. Jack McCosh was strong in possession. His effort deflected into the path of teammate Jude Johnson. Macaulay did really well to deny the Glen striker on 2 separate occasions. James Douglas then sensed the chance, and second time around Douglas fired home despite the attention of 4 Crusaders players. By now the Glens had settled into their stride. Captain Lucas Miskimmon took the ball out of defence. James Douglas and Colby Smith then exchanged passes, and the ball came back to Hamilton. He sent over the cross that Macaulay could only parry before McFarland cleared to safety. The Glens threatened their opponent's net after 15 minutes. Smith took up responsibility from a short corner, making his way past 2 Crusaders players. Douglas had his shot blocked, and it was the same outcome for his colleague McCosh, thanks to some robust Crusaders defending. Glentoran remained intent on building from the back. Left back Hamilton tried in vain to pick out Casey Smith. The ball fell kindly for Johnson, who failed, however, to keep his shot down. Whilst it remained 1-0, Crusaders were very much still in the game. Carter Rankin and Harvey Hossack made advances towards the Glentoran box. Paul Briers was next to play a 1-2 with Rankin. Daniel Macaulay would have been in on goal, but for a terrific last-ditch tackle from Glentoran fullback Ethan McNamee. 2 minutes before half-time and the Glens went 2 in front. Jay Dalzell with the assist for Reese Little, who found the far corner of the Crusaders' net. In the second half, the Glens threatened to increase their advantage. Reese Walsh found space and laid the pass off to Little. Killian McCandless with the cross, almost picking out Dalzell at the back post. Johnson started the move that led to Glentoran's third goal. McNamee showed pace and determination down the right. Keelan Fee put in the sliding challenge. It was mistimed. The referee had no hesitation in awarding the penalty. Jude Johnson it was who stepped up to side foot home and take the tie further away from Crusaders. To their credit, the Crews battled on. The impressive Paul Briers won the ball in the centre of midfield. Rankin made his way towards goal, laying a pass off to Briers once more. He hit it first time, but it was just off target. In some difficult conditions, Glentoran struggled to clear the ball. Carter Bond held the play up cleverly for the Crews, giving Adam Scott the opportunity to shoot. Again though, the Crews didn't trouble Mason Munn. And Munn then played his part in Glentoran's final goal, picking out McCandless with 5 minutes to go. He in turn found Johnson, who skipped past McFarland, sliding the ball to Dalzell, who couldn't fail to score. That fourth goal rounded off a straightforward victory and a place in the next round for Glentoran. Full time at the Dub, it finished Glentoran 4, Crusaders 0.
Yes, they were quite difficult to say. The first half, yeah, the beginning of the first half was quite difficult, but it's one of them ones. It's like the two teams have to play in the difficult conditions. And to be honest, I wanted to just play myself because we've had a few games called off the last few weeks. So just to get the boys out playing again, especially a cup game, because we don't want the fixtures building up towards the end of the season. But as I says, the boys did well. The boys did well. They come through the conditions, and then especially the result in the cup. That's all that matters, the result at the end. The boys, they do everything together. So I always say to them just about working together. And then if ones do stand out, it's because the others around them are helping them. But just the likes of your strikers like Jay Rizal and Jude Johnson, when they come on, they take the pressure off the back line and the midfield, even with their movement and even just getting the goals, and then it just takes the pressure. And you can see once the first goal was scored, the boys sort of relaxed, even with the conditions were tough, when they started to play their strengths, which was keeping the ball.